I find it extremely interesting that the day trading industry has a 95% failure rate. You would think that people wouldn't even give it a shot, right? But yet, day after day, month after month, year after year, new traders come into the market, you know what I'm saying, to take their shot at it. But 95% fail. So, you know, that's interesting to me. That's extremely interesting to me. But the real question we should be asking is, why is there a 95% failure rate in the day trading marketplace? That's the real question that we should ask. That's the real question that I'm going to answer in this video, because it all comes down. I can sum it up in one word, and it comes down to greed. Let's go deeper. All right, guys, but this is going to be my TED Talk, right? This is going to be that big talk for the end of the year, right? We're closing out 2024. It's time to go into 2025 with maybe some new information, a new outlet, a new outline, hey, a new paradigm shift, a new mental mind paradigm shift for your day trading. Because why is 95% of the people failing? And I've been thinking about this and pondering on it. And, you know, in my own research and my own trading, I think I got to figure it out. Because if you think about it, you know, there's an array of traders. You know, to be successful at trading, you don't have to have any God-given talents, right? In a lot of areas in life, you have to have God-given talent to be successful. All right, there's only gonna be a few Whitney Houstons, right? You have to have that God-given voice. All right, there's only gonna be, you know what I'm saying, a few Biggies, a few Tupacs. You know what I'm saying? You have to have, you know, just a knack for rhyming, you know, beat on beat, a memory to memorize the words. Like, I used to write poetry. I can't quote a poem right now for nothing. I just don't have a memory for that. So I was like, I could never be a rapper and remember 50 songs in my head, right? It's just, hey, some things you take God-given ability. Hey, I'm not 7 foot, 220, 240, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't made to play on the highest level in basketball, all right? Some things in this world, you need to have a God-given talent for. Trading ain't one of them, all right? Trading is not one of them. That's why so many people are pulled into this arena, because trading is something that can be taught to anybody who can, you know, learn basic whatever. You know what I'm saying? You have the basic capacity to learn, then you can learn trading, right? It's not that hard. It's basically geometry, okay? But so that makes me think, like, that's so crazy. So how is it that 95% of people are losing when you don't have to have any God-given talent, right? You just have to have, hey, a strategy, open up a broker account, and go at it, right? It would seem like the success rate would be higher, okay? But it's not, all right? So let's examine this, right? Let's examine this. Since the success rate is not higher, what does 95% of the people have in common? What do you think 95% of the people have in common? I said it in the intro, and most people do not want to agree with me. I mean, most people do not want to admit this to themselves. But what 95% of people who are struggling probably have in common, I can't say everybody, right? I have to say probably have in common is greed, all right? We are all intuitively greedy. Like, I mean, it's natural to want more, right? It's natural to want to do better. The world we live in requires resources, right? It requires you to make a certain amount of money just to keep a roof over your head, right? So when you first see trading, you see it as a way to make fast money. Let's keep it real, right? Ain't no reason to beat around the bush. Ain't no reason to candy coat it. We all saw trading and was like, oh, I can make how much in seconds and minutes and hours and days, right? The whole point that the possibility of making fast money is what drew many of us to trading. It's okay. Let's admit it. All right. Let's admit it. All right. Trading is, I mean, when you just think about how fast you can make money in trading, that's what pulls you in. Cause I mean, everything else takes takes ample time. Now, trading takes time too. I'm gonna get to that, but when you just compare it to other things, like let's just say, hey, let's say you're gonna build a YouTube channel, right? But you ain't making big money in a couple days, all right? That's not happening. It takes time. You gotta do post video after video after video. People gotta like you. You know what I'm saying? They gotta subscribe. They gotta watch for a certain amount of time. I mean, hey, building a YouTube channel ain't no quick hustle, okay? Building a network marketing business, if you went down that road before, that ain't no quick money, okay? Building a blog, right, to try to make, that's not quick money, right? And trading is actually the same way. And that's another thing to keep excuse me. It's another thing that trips people up because you think it should happen real quick. You think it should happen in a month or 3 months. That is not the case because trading is a skill. All right. And just like you have to have a skill to learn how to build a blog, you have to have a skill to learn how to build a network marketing business. You have to have a skill to whatever you're trying to accomplish. It all takes time. Trading is the same thing. But let me get back on point about greed. All right. So you come into the industry thinking that it's going to happen quick. The potential is unlimited. All right. So there's a level of natural greed that's going to come out of you. You may not even know it's there. All right. But when it comes to losing traders, they all do the same thing. Right. What is it? Overtrade. Right. Revenge trade. Right. Have FOMO, fear of missing out. Right. Break trading rules, right? What else can I think of? Let's just stop there. Those are the basic characteristics, right, of struggling traders or losing traders. Now, everything I named, what do they have in common? Everything I named goes back to greed. And when I'm saying greed, I'm actually saying everything that I just named that's a trading mistake, the source of it is your desire to make money, right? Why are you over trading? Because you want to make money now, right? Why are you revenge trading? Because you want to make the money back that you just lost, right? Why do you have a fear of missing out? Because you're scared you're going to miss out on the opportunity to make money today. Right? So think about it. Everything that is causing people to be losing traders all stems back to the desire to make money, the desire to make money now, the desire to make money today, the desire to make money fast, which I can sum all up in one word: greed. Right? And you've heard it before. What you have to conquer in trading is greed and fear. You have to conquer your greed. You have to conquer your fear. But most of us don't really look at that greed part, right? Because we don't want to classify ourselves as being greedy. But let me say something to you, right? Let's say you had a profit target, right, for the day. You have a profit target. You hit that profit target. You went off. You did something else, right? You came back later. Hey, you just glanced at the chart. You saw another trade. You took it. All right. Whether you won or lost, you're greedy. Okay. If you've done that right there, that's a clear sign that you're greedy. You know why? You have already made your profit for the day, right? So to take another trade, it's greed. All right. Let's say you had hit your stop for the day. You're only supposed to take 3 trades. You hit 3 trades. You're down in the day, right? You go off, you quit because you hit your stop, but then you come back. You take another trade, right? Guess what? You're greedy. All right. Now, why are you greedy? In your head, you're saying, I'm just trying to get back what I made, but it all stems back to greed. You're trying to make money. All right. So this is the hardest part of trading right here. The hardest part of trading is because see, we've been programmed to you've been programmed that success in trading has to do with your P&L, whether you made money or you lost money, right? So you don't want to ever lose money. You know, you're just like, I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose, which crazy enough, ironically enough, causes you to lose because you start to break rules. You start to do things that the 95% are doing. You know what I'm saying? If you want to make money in trading, do the opposite of what everybody is doing. So everybody is talking about how much money, how much money, how much money, how much money. I made this much, I made this much, I made this much. You need to program your mind. You need to reprogram your mind to stop thinking about the money. Start thinking and focusing on the process. Okay. Don't worry about the money. Focus on the process, because the reality is this: the money is a byproduct of your process. All right. If you focus on the process, the money will take care of itself, because there's only two things we can control with trading. We can control our risk. We can control our behavior. That's it. We have no say on the return on investment. We could enter a trade and the market could go 30 points. We could enter a trade, the market could only go 3. We can't control how much the market gives us in profits, right? All you can control is your behavior, which means how you're going to follow your plan and how much you're going to risk on each trade. That's it, right? But if you focus on that process, the money will be a byproduct. So you have to switch your mind frame here about what success is, especially in trading. You have to change how you view success, and it will make you be a more disciplined trader. Here's an example. So let's take another type of goal, not trading goal. Let's take a goal that many people across the world have, which is to lose weight. All right. So when you're trying to lose weight, right, it's a day by day situation, right? Every day you're either going to be successful or you're going to be a failure, right? But how do you measure that when you're trying to lose weight? I'm gonna tell you how you don't measure it. You actually don't measure it by the pounds you lose, right? You don't. When you're trying to lose weight, it's about, did I follow my diet today, right? Did I not have a donut? Did I not have a pop? Did I go to the gym? Hey, I didn't eat a donut. I didn't have no pop. I went to the gym. I was successful today. That's how somebody who's on the diet looks at it. They look at it as day by day. Maybe if you got a real struggle, maybe hour by hour, right? But anyway, you're looking at it in that type of time. You're looking at it that way. Was I successful today following my diet, right? So Monday, I was successful, right? Tuesday, I was successful. Wednesday, I was successful. Thursday, I was successful. Friday, I was successful. Then on Friday, most people get on the scale, okay? And if you were successful Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, many times the byproduct of that dieting is going to be, I lost a pound. Yes. See how that worked? But the losing the weight was the byproduct of following the process. Trading, that is trading right there. Okay. You have to switch your mind to stop worrying about your P&L every day. Instead, start focusing on, did I follow my trading plan? Period. If I followed my trading plan, I was successful today. It doesn't matter what the P&L is saying. Okay. So my father just proved this out for me this past week. All right. So he only traded 3 days. Let me tell you how his week went. Wednesday, I said, hey, Pop, how'd you do? He was like, I went down one. I just lost one. I stopped. I was like, oh. I said, hey, Pop, you know what? That's good discipline. That discipline right there is going to take you somewhere. All right. But he was kind of frustrated. He wanted to win that day, but he took the hit. He stopped. All right. Day 2, which was a Thursday. Hey, Pop, how'd you do? It's like, man, I had a couple trades. I had a chance to go positive. I kind of shot myself in the foot, closed one early. I ended up just going down one trade on the day. I said, hey, that's okay. That discipline is going to take you some places. All right. Friday rolls around. He sends me the text. Bam. I hit a big one. I'm done. I'm one and done for the day. Positive week. Boom. I text him back. Awesome. I told you that discipline is going to take you someplace. So he lost Wednesday, but he was successful because he followed his trading plan. He lost Thursday, right? But he was successful because he followed his trading plan. He won Friday. He won enough to make up for both losing days and made profit. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Boom. Now he can look at his P&L at the end of the week and say, I'm profitable. You know why he had a profitable week? It wasn't because of Friday. Hear me out on this one. Listen to this one. He had a profitable week not because he caught a big run Friday. He had a profitable week because he followed his trading plan Wednesday. He followed his trading plan Thursday. He followed his trading plan Friday. He controlled what he could control. He controlled his behavior. He controlled his risk on Wednesday. Thursday, he controlled his behavior. He controlled his risk, right? Friday, he controlled his behavior. He controlled his risk. And at the end of the week, he was happy with the results. He was happy with the byproduct. And so you have to change from thinking about trading as just in terms of profits and losses or your P&L. Switch from all of that. Try to focus simply on your process, right? And if you followed your process that day, you were successful. Don't matter what it is, right? Trading is about developing good habits, right? If you were only supposed to take second entries and all week you only took second entries, you were successful, whether you made money or not. Okay. If you were only supposed to take Fibonacci setups out of the 50% zone and that's all you did all week, you still were successful regardless of your P and L. All right. Because following your trading plan, focusing on the process is everything in trading. And it's all you can do. It's all you can do. You can't control how much you make. But what you have to do is control the process, right? Control the controllables. If you just stick to your process, if you just stick to your trading plan, the money is going to be there. It's going to work out. The byproduct of following a strict trading plan is that in the long run, you're going to make money. And that's the whole thing about trading. People see it as you look at it, you're always looking at it from a short vision. I got to make money today. I don't want to have a losing day. It's always make money now, right? How about let's put the right habits in place, do them every day so that I can consistently make money in the long run. All right. How about thinking about it like, hey, I don't need to get rich today, but if I put the right habits in place today and do them over extended amount of time, then I know I will get rich. The numbers say I will get rich. You know what I'm saying? If the compounding effect of the world says, hey, if I'm steady growing this account, even if it's just 2 points at a time, even if it's just 3 points at a time, it's all going to add up. It's all going to add up. I can't control the return on investment. All I can control is my behavior and my risk. And that's the difference to me, because it all comes back again to greed. All right. When you're struggling, many times it's not the strategy. All right. There are so many strategies out here. Okay. I was just watching this trader the other day. He didn't have no indicators on his chart and he was using a whole bunch of words. I have no idea what he was talking about. He was drawing a couple areas, with some rectangles. I don't know why. Okay. But for all intents and purposes, the guy is making money. All right. There's a ton of ways to make money trading. All right. There's a ton of strategies out here. It does not matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what strategy you go with if you don't have the discipline to follow that strategy, right? If you can't follow the rules of that trading plan, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That's why, I have a lot of successful students, all right, who've taken my course, a lot, all right, but I still have those who have taken it and struggle. So how is that? Because one person is focused on the process, one person is probably focused on making money, and that's the trap. Because here's the thing: when you're focused on making money, now you're gonna bring emotions into it, right? Because hey, we're all emotional when it comes to money, right? Nobody wants to lose it. Everybody wants to make it. So whether you're thinking about losing it or making it, you now have an emotion. There's emotion there. All right. And when you're making emotional decisions in trading, you're about to lose money. All right. We know this, right? We all know this, right? I'm not, I'm not talking, this shouldn't be foreign to anybody. When you're emotional, when you want to make money now, you're going to lose it. That's just trading. That's just the market. It's the way this thing works. All right. So I'm telling you, 95% of people are failing because they're making emotional decisions all the time, right? Instead of just looking at the chart, analyzing what it's telling you, pulling the trigger when you're supposed to, and let the chips fall where they may, right? If you're only supposed to take 3 trades, only take 3 trades. If you're only supposed to take 5 trades, only take 5 trades. Whatever you set up for yourself, you have to follow those rules, because that's the difference. The difference in trading always comes down to discipline. But I just wanted to share some light that greed could possibly be the problem, because if you're over trading, if you're revenge trading, if you got FOMO, all those trading mistakes, all those things we call trading mistakes, they all go back to the fact that you're trying to make money now. Okay. So what are some things you can do to try to stop focusing on the money? Right. So like the first thing that I've done recently is, like, if you've seen some of my shorts, I was showing the dollar amount, you know, how much of a trade. I've kind of switched from that to I'm showing points, right? In my mind, I want to stop thinking about how much the money is. And I just want to focus on, all right, I want to make X amount of points every day, right? It could be 1 point, 2 point, 3 points, 5 points, whatever the number is for you, right? And so on my trading chart, and Ninja Trader, I just switched the P&L from showing me currency to showing me points. Real simple, right? I just switched it. I don't need to see the P&L. I'm trying to get away from the P&L, right? I'm trying to focus on the process, and the process and the goal is just, all right, I want to make X amount of points every day, right? So that's going to help me, you know what I'm saying, stop thinking about the money, focus on the process, right? And if I'm trying to focus on the process, all right, I'm supposed to only take second entries, and I'm trying to get X amount of points. That's the process, right? If I just focus on that, let the money is going to be a byproduct. So that's one thing you can do, you know, just switch. If you're always looking at the dollar amount, switch it to points, or switch it to pips, right? Or switch it to ticks, you know, whatever you're trading, you can do that. Another thing, switch your mind to say, all right, it's not about whether I made money today, right? It's not about whether I had a positive day, a red day, or a green day. I'm not going to be unsatisfied. Excuse me. That's the word I'm looking for. I'm not going to be unsatisfied if I have a red day. I'm going to switch my mind to say, if I follow my trading plan, I'm satisfied. That's the switch. If I follow my process, I'm satisfied. That's the switch. It doesn't matter whether it's a green day or a red day. Go back to the example that I just said about my dad. He had 2 red days in a row. But when that green day came, it made up for all the red ones. And that's what will happen if you follow your process. Like if you stop at 3 trades, if you're only supposed to take 3 trades, and here's why that 3 trade is a pretty good reason to stop. There may be 50 setups in a day, but man, only about 5 of them are going to be A+, right? So if you're waiting for A+ setups, you take 3 A+ setups and lose them all, hey, you just wasn't going to win that day, right? You take 3 A+ setups, you should probably come out okay, right? Again, sometimes it just doesn't work out, you know. But there's only about 5 A+ trades a day. So if you're taking 5, 7, 8, 9, 10 trades, you're over trading, right? You're trying to make money now. You're not waiting for the best setups. All right. So limit the amount of trades you take. That probably will help you wait for the best setups. And if you wait for the best setups, again, now you just increased your chance of being successful. But hey, find a way to switch your mind, right? So let's switch your attitude about what's winning and what's losing. Stop worrying about your P&L. Focus on your process. Like I say, switch your charts to, instead of looking at money, look at points, look at pips, look at ticks, right? When you write in your journal, right at the end of the day. Put a star, you know, on that date. If you followed all your trading rules, did everything you're supposed to do, put a little star. Hey, I was successful today. It doesn't matter the P&L. If you did what you were supposed to do, hey, you were successful that day, right? If you do that enough, you will see that when you get to the end of the week, right? If you followed your rules on Monday, you followed your rules on Tuesday, you followed your rules on Wednesday, you followed your trading plan on Thursday, you followed all the rules on Friday. If you can start to consistently follow all the rules, if you can start to consistently follow your process each and every day, when you get to Friday and you look at your P&L, then you will see a dramatic difference. Okay, put greed in a box. Stop focusing on making money in day trading and start focusing on your process, and everything will change. The money will take care of itself, and then finally you will begin to increase on the sudden. All right, so we had to have a little TED talk today. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you see that, hey, many of your trading problems all stem back to the desire to make money now, aka greed. All right, so if you enjoyed this one, hit that like button right now for your boy. You know I greatly appreciate it. All right, and if you want to learn more about price action trading, check the link in the description. I'll leave one there for you. Now, on my last video, I talked about proper risk management, especially if you're trying to pass a prop firm challenge, because again, you gotta control greed at all time. We only can control behavior, we only can control risk. So check this video out right here. It'll put you up on game on that, on how to do your risk management the right way. All right, so until next time, my name is JD, and as always, I wish you increase on the sudden. Bye-bye.